Last week, the Eastern Police, or Hawke's Bay Police in particular, held a 3-day workshop with its rural team. It's now part of the Cyclone recovery team for Hawke's Bay. Post-Cyclone, we identified that there was a real need out in the rural communities still. When we pulled the workshop together, we invited in some guests. We had Civil Defence along, Napier Hastings Councils, obviously MPI, DOC, Fish and Game, Ministry of Education. There's a lot of cyclone recovery managers that were all part of the discussion. We had some key community leaders to talk about what they went through, what they experienced, what went well, what didn't go well, what can we do moving forward. We've seen wellbeing and connectivity really come out as strong themes in the community, what they're wanting more of.
We were invited along as community members who had helped in the response to the cyclone to provide some feedback and some pūrākau or stories around what we did to help our community in the hopes that it will support police with moving forward and planning for future events. We were really focused firstly on relationships, so it's really important to us as a community that we have an ongoing relationship with all of the agencies that have been involved. In the future, we know that those strong relationships and connections will put us in good stead to deal with anything that comes our way. We also talked about the resources that our community will need in the future. We're setting up some resource hubs with equipment and resources to be able to cope in the future if anything like this should happen again. Also talked about the evaluation post-event, so making sure that whatever lessons we've learned through these disasters are taken into the future and used to make us more prepared for anything else that comes along. I think it's really great that there's a commitment to improving practices in the future. The thing for me is that we see some action as a result of all of this planning, and we've had promises that that will be the case, so we look forward to continuing to work with agencies to put together a plan and be prepared.
This was a great opportunity for our policing team. We had a number of rural community police officers present that cover from Tūtera right down to Paronga that were present at the meeting. A real focus for us as police is connecting with our local communities. Look, what we've learned from our response, Cyclone Gabrielle, that it is vital that we know our communities. Our communities are really resilient. They know what's going on and they actually know their local needs better than any of us. So it's really important we work with them. We come up with solutions together in order to support them through the recovery.